It's the Chiefs and the Jets on Sunday night.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, when the schedule came out back in May and folks made their lists of what might possibly be the best games of the year, this one definitely garnered a lot of votes. So now here we are, week 4, Mahomes versus Rodgers on what could be a very memorable Sunday night.
Made even more memorable by the fact that, as you mentioned, their first meeting ever. Now, there have been 2 other opportunities, but an injury to Mahomes and illness with Rodgers prevented these two from hooking it up. But that's going to happen in this one. And now, finally, those two going head-to-head.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Well, he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now this throw caught left side. Down the left sideline. They're in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in. Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 13 carries, 53 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it,
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground. And I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Corey Davis. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Rodgers. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And again, it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdes-Scantling once again.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rodgers now on first down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Desmond Ridder, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And then one more to highlight. Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And you start to think, if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Madison is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Here's Richie James on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdes-Scantling once again. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his touchdown.
Noah Gray,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw a play.
There he goes left side, inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On second down, here's Rodgers.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 8 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.